Alright, Year 5, Chapter 7, The Life and Death of Duncan Ashe. Duncan Ashe knows where to find the Rora's map, but he blames Rover for his death. To discover the map's location, he'll have to uncover what happened, so ISQ have to talk to this arsehole again from the end of Year 5, Chapter 6. Better not crash. What a shock. Right, here we go. Puff, come join the fun. I didn't expect to see Sickleworth. Yeah, but if it says Sickleworth, then why does it just say Niffler and Barnaby Jr.? It's a proper creature party, grr. Don't be just found dogs are welcome to. Why are these creatures here? Do you remember Duncan Ashe? Have you heard the Rora's map? Alright, well, I guess I've got to say one of the two ones and not the middle one, which I should really be saying. But yeah, have you heard of the Rora's map? Remember hearing the name? Yeah, okay. Tried to get it from a ghost down Duncan Ashe, but he refused to talk to me. I remember Duncan, he was a friend of your brother's. A shame what happened, died far too young. Yeah, how did he die? Feel like he blames his death on my brother. Not exactly what I'll tell you what I know, right? What is it? 1 hour, 1 side to pass. Let's get it done with. Right, so let's see now. Well, if this game. Well, if they were both looking for brooms, they were broken. I can see about a beach nose. Thanks for helping me, Hagrid. You didn't have anything. See you later, Sickworth. Yeah, you'll follow me about. You are Sickworth. You two, Barnaby Jr. Yeah. Bye, Fang. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to just do this quick. Wolf. Yeah, just hurry up. Just get on to the next task. Ready, come on. Talk to Madam Hooch. Yeah, what do you know about fucking this guy, my brother's mate, that blames my brother for his death? You know, from like donkeys years ago. Right, anyway, Duncan Ashe, that depends. Yeah, let me guess. Did you fly a broom into Forbidden Forest? Yes, obviously, you know I did. Dumbledore already gave me detention for it. Yep, whatever. And of course, 3 hours, 1 side to pass. See you after class. Fine, I'll do the class first course we have. You wanted to see Madam Who? She asked. Have to tell me the truth you added. Except you want to see True Slithering? Yes, I've just earned 10 points for my house to telling the truth. Excellent. Look for a new broom and destroyed. Shattered the smithereens. He claimed to not know how it happened. What do you think happened? It can't be certain. Oh, don't say we have to go to Zonko's. This was if the ridiculous damage. Yeah, of course. That means we're going to have to go to Zonko's, doesn't it? I love how the conversation abruptly ends. Alright, so let's go to Zonko's then to talk to Bilton about what happened. Alright, yeah, I guess who's and let me reload the game because it's got invisible text. Harry is still alive. Years ago, sleeping in action. Tries to give me the fatality. No, obviously not. Why would I even pretend to believe that? Will you tell me about Duncan Ashe now? Yeah, it was quite brilliant. He would buy arms from the shop, deconstruct them, put them back together into like different ways. He continued pushing them into jokes, situations, and array of all of Hogwarts. Yeah, of course he did. Knowing those two, the unfortunate fact, I can only assume it was something both fantastic and catastrophic. I suppose the only ones who know the whole story are Duncan, Headmaster, and your brother. So that means we've got to go and talk to Dumbledore. No, wait, hold on a minute. While we're meeting Merlin and Tulip, what have they got to do with this? Alright, here we go. Thanks for helping me. You have two spent more time in this room than why has Merlin spent more time in the room than I have? I'm hoping you can help me find some clues out what happened to Duncan Ashe, my brother. You and Merlin are friends now. Yep. We're mates. In truth, we're going out. Jealous, Tulip? How could I be? You possess less intelligence, less confidence, and a complete lack of it. Oh, be quiet. Yeah, I do agree. Anyway, come on. Yeah, because I have to cast Lumos, don't I? Yep, it's like the room is lit up. Can't we just get a fucking light in here? Right, you know, I want 3 hours to one side to pass. Found out, don't know, looks at this.
Go upstairs, get ready, yes? Rob, yes, sir. 0 for 4. This really sucks. I mean, I feel horrible that I didn't get any points. I mean, I'm embarrassed. Punishments. We are always ahead of the times here in Hell's Kitchen, and we believe in being green. Regroup and come back at 1,000 miles an hour tomorrow. Good night.
Thanks to me and us two of us, my pleasure. You two are my marginally better conservationist than... Alright, yeah, whatever. Found out there might be a drug. Oh, shut up. Oh, yeah, well done. Thanks to us, and hope it doesn't burn you to death or swallow you whole as dragons are wont to do. Right, just fucking hate Charlie, man. Dragon. Did you heard welcome you back after return the arrowhead? They allow me to visit, but won't let me back into the camp until to perform a series of tasks. Boy, I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, I would. I wanted you to ask. Yeah, right. Because he's dead. Well, no. Well, yeah, I was about to say, no, the fact that he's dead is totally irrelevant. His ghost is floating about. I could easily ask him. He just wouldn't tell me. He's a ghost, that's not really the problem. Right, yeah. As I said, he must blame Jacob. How do you know? Long story, I'll start from the beginning. Right, what is this going to be? 3 hours, one side to pass. You know what? Just keep the recording going. I'm going to skip it with a timer, Sophie, anyway. So, let's keep the recording going so I don't have to cut it off. It better not crash. I swear to fuck if it crashes. Alright, so Jacob and Duncan were searching for the cursed vaults together. Wow, who could have predicted that as the storyline? Jacob worked on entering the forest vault while Duncan worked on a extra powerful, don't know what that is, potion. Perhaps to prepare for whatever Jacob thought was guarding the next vault, and Duncan wanted them to stick together, but my brother wanted to split up to move faster. I always thought your brother was particularly assertive and impatient, but perhaps he had a reason. No, he didn't. He's a dick. Maybe someone was pushing him. Oh, fuck, he was pushing him. Maybe it's R. Maybe it's this R character that we don't know about, which, if it isn't that fucking... what the hell is her name now? If R isn't that fucking Defence Against the Dark Arts teacher, Madam Rakepick, I'll be shocked. Duncan might feel like my brother tricked him and abandoned him, that he'd still be alive if Jacob hadn't pushed him to make an extra already explosive potion more powerful. Need to talk to Duncan if he'll see me. Right, well, obviously we'll see us because you wouldn't have the story otherwise. So let's hurry up with this. It better save and it better not crash while trying to save. Alright, there you go. Let's go into the prefect's bathroom. It better not crash. Here we go. Here's Duncan Ashe yet again. Right, come on, we've learned about you. Told us to go away. I told us to us and found a letter over after I died. Know what happened. What do you think you know? You and Jacob were searching for the cursed vaults. Yes, obviously. That was obvious anyway. You wanted to go, but Jacob was impatient and wanted to split to move faster. Exactly, he's a dick. He tried to enter the forest vault while you tried to brew an extra explosive, whatever that is, potion. I'm assuming you died when that potion accidentally exploded and you blind brother. Nope. He's, my brother got him killed or something. That's not what happened, is it? You think if he would have stayed by his side, not pushed through, he's to be alive? I know it's straight chose of him, but I'm sorry, Duncan. That was not the... whatever, come on. You don't know how easy it is to manipulate someone's perception of the world until you're no longer part of it. So that isn't true. Parts of it are true. You're saying two of us lied. You're saying my brother isn't clever. No, I want to say you're saying my brother isn't clever, but I want the 10 courage points. No, I'm saying two of us doesn't know. He's talking about, I'll tell you the real story. Yeah, okay. Why would you suddenly decide to tell us the real story? It makes no sense. Like, you still hate me. Right, anyway. Again, I'm not cutting the recording off. I'm just using a premium timer to to skip this bollocks. Can't be bothered waiting the 8 hours. Oh, and I've just got a level up as well. Right, come on. Better not crash. Okay. So you're saying that you and my brother were being manipulated by art and he lied about it to protect others. And to protect you and your mom. Well, we've never seen my mom, so... But, and Hagrid, everyone he cared... And Hagrid, so not me dad then, just Hagrid. Right, everyone who cared about art... He cared about, sorry. Art threatened to make them all disappear. Okay, well, I don't really care. The letter from R made it sound like you were both trying to join their cause or join the group. Well, we didn't. Yeah, no prediction. But yes, their mind whoever lived the longest. Okay. Remember what? I have no idea. You may have not been involved. Well, is it the Death Eaters that it's going to be? I don't fucking know. They said they needed to destroy whatever's guarding the forest vault, and the potion exploded and it killed you. I tried to tell them what it was too dangerous, that they were more than willing to risk my life to find out. Then why you hanging with my brother? Because after I died, he didn't expose R or run away or stay to plan our revenge. He took the blame for R and he let himself get expelled. Oh, for fuck's sake. He was probably just afraid. Why would he do that? I hate my brother. We've not even seen him really yet in the actual story, and I hate him. I thought the same thing until he joined R and became even worse. How do you know? Eavesdropping isn't difficult, you can just pass through walls. From what the teachers say, your brother became one of the most feared wizards in Nocturne Alley. I don't know what Nocturne Alley is, but yeah. Did he become a Death Eater? But I don't know, we'll find out in the upcoming years. Why would he take the blame for R and join them? He's either a coward who decided to... Right, let me guess. He's doing a... Obviously, I won't find out for donkeys because I'm not searching up spoilers for this. But let me guess. My brother is actually working with them, but he's actually pulling like a Snape type thing off where he's like a double agent and actually working against them while pretending to work for them or some shit. That's what it's going to be. What I use at the very beginning. Either way, you're better off. Yeah, okay. Leave R alone before you end up like me. Leave Hogwarts altogether before it's too late. Can't leave until you give me the rewards map. I don't have it. Peeves couldn't get it to work, so we swapped it with someone. What do you even want it for? Need to find the next ghost vault so I can save my friend and my brother. No, Penny's sister is not my friend, but whatever. Do you believe what I told you about Jacob? Yes, but I can help him. No, but no, he'll tell me the truth. Why isn't there an option? Yes. Just yes, I do believe you. Why did I say yes, but I can help him? I don't want to help him. Just don't let Jacob manipulate you too, unless you want to end up like me, right? Either way, you don't need a map to find the next ghost vault. You need to find Madungus. Why do we need to find him for? Yeah, right, whatever. So that is Year 5, Chapter 7 done. It was decent enough, I guess. On to Chapter 8, eventually at some point.